I know this is not a Star Wars review, but hey, I'm a normal person. I can't get my review out till Thursday, but hey, at least I get to review an Aaron Sorkin movie for you guys, so there's that. Hey everyone, welcome to the review. Here's my review for the movie Molly's Game. Yes, Molly's Game stars Jessica Chastain, Idris Elba, Jeremy Strong, Michael Cera, and Kevin Costner. And this movie is written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. Yes, Aaron Sorkin himself, the writer of such films as Steve Jobs, A Few Good Men, The President's, The President's Men. I was about to say The President's Men. The American President. And Social Network, and this is his directorial debut because Aaron Sorkin is a screenwriter. Now he's writing and directing a film. This is the movie Molly's Game. Molly's Game is based on a true story about the Olympic skier Molly Bloom, and a decade after she did the Olympics, she ran this high-stakes poker game, and she ran it for about a decade, and she had a lot of, businessmen, attorneys, Russian mobs, and celebrities participate in her poker tournament stuff. This very high-stakes poker game stuff, and very elite and very exclusive poker game stuff. And basically, she gets arrested by 17 FBI agents, and basically she has to get out of this jam, and she hires an attorney played by Idris Elba, basically to get her name cleared and everything. And yeah, this is a true story, a story I've never heard about until I saw this film. And honestly, after watching this movie, I want to do my research because this is a very interesting, very captivating, very just flat out entertaining story. And I freaking loved this movie, Molly's Game. I thought this was a really, really well-constructed film, very well-executed film, an incredibly well-written film, which is absolutely obvious because it's written by Aaron Sorkin. When does he not make a good screenplay? Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. The dialogue is just so fast-paced, so freaking witty, so freaking deep, so freaking layered. Aaron Sorkin's writing is always fantastic, and I love how he wrote this film. This will definitely, hopefully get a screenplay nomination at the Academy Awards, because it got a Golden Globe nomination, so I think it's going to get an Academy Award nomination for the screenplay. The screenplay is just so good. The story is just so compelling and so layered, and the dialogue is just so riveting, and absolutely loved the writing for this movie. It was also a really well-directed film. I've never seen Aaron Sorkin's direction, and honestly, I really liked it. I liked how he executed the film. I love how the film was edited and shot. I love how he directed the actors as well. I thought he did a very good job at both the writing and the direction. Mostly the writing. The writing was the really strong suit of this film. Also, the performances, the celebrity cameos were great, but Jessica Chastain as Molly Bloom was so freaking good, so freaking compelling. She has a lot of actually pretty funny jokes and some smart-ass one-liners in this movie, and I freaking loved her character, and I thought Jessica Chastain gave a solid performance. Everyone knows that I love Jessica Chastain. I have a huge crush on Jessica Chastain, and I actually hope she gets an Oscar nomination. She got a Golden Globe. I hope she gets nominated for an Oscar for this movie. She is solid. I freaking loved her. She's so good in this movie. And thank God Idris Elba as her attorney in this movie was so good too. Because he's been really struggling this year, Idris Elba, between doing the movie The Mountain Between Us and Dark Tower and stuff. He's been really lacking this year. Thank God he picked a good role and he picked a good performance. He was so great. I loved every scene he had with Jessica Chastain. He was solid. He was really great. Jeremy Strong was also really great. And again, all the celebrities were fantastic. I'm not going to spoil all of them and stuff, but it's really interesting. And the story itself is just very interesting and so freaking rich and layered. And just, again, some people will probably know the story, so like, oh, I already know the story, so it's not a big deal to me. But it is a big deal to me because I've never heard of this story. And watching it on the screen was just so interesting and fascinating. Some people might not find it interesting because it is a very long movie and stuff, and some people might find it boring and stuff, but I didn't. I was just so thoroughly entertained and just enjoying every minute of this film. I loved this story. I loved these characters, mostly Molly, and mostly the character Molly played by Jessica Chastain. She's just so freaking good. I love this story about this Olympic skier who then just runs this high-stakes poker game. It's just, that's interesting to me, and it's fascinating to me, and again, Aaron Sorkin just made it fascinating with its great dialogue and fantastic direction, very compelling storytelling, and I loved this movie. I thought this was a really great film. Sure, there are moments in this movie that do tend to drag a bit because, again, it's a 2.5 hour film. And there are some things that could be a little tightened up. There's a few scenes that probably weren't needed in the film. But still, it's a great film. I highly recommend Molly's Game. I think this is definitely going to be an Oscar contender, mostly for Jessica Chastain's performance and the screenplay, but who knows? Maybe editing. There was some really good, sharp editing in this film as well. So yeah, Molly's Game, definitely recommend this film. I thought it was a very interesting, very captivating story, and I highly recommend it. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the movie Molly's Game a 9 out of 10. This is a damn great film, and I really enjoyed it. I love the story, and yeah, check it out. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Molly's Game. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite movie written by Aaron Sorkin? Yes, I did a ranking of Aaron Sorkin's films, so y'all know what my favorite is, which is The Social Network. Molly's Game is definitely no Social Network, or it's not even A Few Good Men, or even Steve Jobs, but it's still right up there, and yeah, Social Network will always be my favorite. But what is your favorite Aaron Sorkin film? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.